Lesson 20. We have a nice little problem here where we have 2x plus a negative 3 equals 5 plus x. So we have variables and numbers on both sides. Back in level 2, we had x's and stars on opposite sides, and we had numbers on both sides. So we moved the numbers first and then dealt with the difference in variable form, the pawns, the different color pawns. Here, our pawns are the same colors. Notice they're both blue here. We got blue pawns on both of these. Two pawns, blue pawns on both sides. So in this case, we want to deal with the numbers first. So if I'm looking at that here, I can see those blue triangles pop up there. So what I'm going to do first in this case is we want to deal with the pawns because they're the parts that are the same, and then deal with the non-parts later. So the first thing we're going to do is remove a blue pawn or an x from both sides. Now, I've got to get rid of that green 3 with the x so that I can get rid of it. The way to get rid of a green 3 is to have a red 3 that I can add to both sides. So if I add a red 3 to both sides on both screens, over here I see that these two are going to cancel each other off. So I can move that whole list right off of there. And as I physically do that, I can do the same thing. Move those 3 away. I have x equals 8. So x equals 8. Now let's see if that works. 8 plus negative 3 would give me a 16 plus a negative 3 would get me 13. 5 plus 8 is a positive 13. 13 does equal 13. That works out. X must be 8. So I can do it the same way that we did back in level 2. The thing is, I want to move the parts that are the same first. So since I had x's on both sides, I want to deal with them first before I have to deal with stuff that aren't the same. So let's try another problem. We have 3 star minus a negative 5. Okay, put away those. Put away those. 3 stars minus a negative 5. I don't have a negative 5 over here to take away. So that means I got to add a negative 5 on it. So the only way to do that is put the 5 and the negative 5 on there at the same time. So 3, 5 minus a negative 5. Now I can take away the negative 5 equals a negative 2. It should have been in parentheses. I don't know why it's not. Plus 2 stars. Okay, so now this is my problem. Whoa, can't quite see it all on my grid. Let me scooch that so it all fits over here. There we go. 3 stars plus 5 and a negative 2 and 2 stars. So what I want to do is deal with the parts that are the same first. I want to take away the 2 stars from both sides. So now I have 1 star plus the 5 equaling the negative 2. Well, now how am I going to get rid of that 5? I'm going to use negative 5s because 5 and negative 5 are the same. They cancel each other off. But if I do it to one side, I got to do it to the other. So I'm going to put a negative 5 in on both sides. Now when I do that, I can cancel off the 5 and the negative 5. They're gone. I'm left with star equals 7, or the opposite of x equals 7. So I found out using it by physical hand, opposite of 5 is negative 7. Okay, so now let's do it up here. I've got 1, 2, 3 stars, and I'm supposed to subtract a negative 5. Well, like I said before, the only way I can subtract a negative 5 is if I have a 5 and a negative 5 come in there to do it. Now I can take away the negative 5. And that's supposed to be a negative 2 plus 2 stars. Not a 1, but a star. Not a 1, but a star. There we go. So I got 3 stars in the 5, and I got the negative 2 and the 2 stars. Again, these are 1 on each side. I can take them away. Should leave 2 of them sitting over there. And I've got the 5 and the negative 2. The only way to get rid of that 5 is if I put a negative 5 with it, and I put a negative 5 on the other side. So now these two cancel each other off. I have star equals negative 7. They both agree. So now let's see if that is true. Negative 7 plus negative 7 plus negative 7. And then we ended up with when we did it, go back to our original problem, we had this. We had a plus 5. So I got a negative 21 plus 5 gives me a negative 16. And on the other side, I had negative 2, and then the negative 7, and the negative 7. Well, the two negative 7s get me a negative 14. Negative 2 plus negative 14 is negative 16. Those equal, that works out. X is a negative 7. So like we did back in level 2, we are going to want to eliminate things from both sides. But this time, we want to move the parts that are the same first. So I got two x's, 2 stars, move them first, then deal with the parts that aren't the same. So that's the same as back in level 2 problems.